make sure the fruit is evenly distributed. Okay, that's ready. And then half a cup of brandy. Don't put the brandy into the marmalade when the marmalade is hot, otherwise it will evaporate. So the brandy is in there, and we give it a good stir, and then leave that to reset.
And how long will it take to reset?
Again, I would usually leave it probably for an afternoon or overnight again. I like to see it before I start potting it to make sure it's the right consistency. And this hazel is the finished product, and I've put it in a jar especially for you to take home, and I hope you will enjoy it with your breakfast in the morning. Would you like to have a taste?
Wow, you bet!
Calamansi marmalade with brandy.
That is to die for. That was to die for, because the peel has a bite to it, and yet the marmalade is sweet. Oh, I don't know about the brandy, but it was really good. I'm sure Julia Child would just love it. Congratulate you, Robert. That was a wonderful achievement. What, 1,700 entries?
From around the world in different categories.
Wow.
But lots from overseas, from South Africa, from Spain, United States, Australia, New Zealand, all over the place, and of course one from the Philippines.
Congratulations again, and here's to a win of the gold medal next year. On July the 4th, 2012, which happened to be my wedding anniversary, Robert took me to the island of Lakawan for the pump boat races, which were to be part of the 45th Charter Day celebration of the city of Cadiz. As a widow, it's not usually a happy day for me, but it's also Cushy's birthday, and although Cushy seems less than impressed with the racing, his feelings were not shared by the thousands watching. These modified craft can reach up to 70 kilometers an hour, and although most contestants come from nearby, Joe Bellio in the green shirt was from Concepcion, Iloilo. He's on the left. Whoops! Not a good idea. Also watching with those two fun characters, Rushdie and Jay from ABS-CBN. The major prizes were these engines, definitely worth having. Robert and I were invited to a sumptuous lunch, which was obviously enjoyed by Jay.
Kung magkuha kasi ni gabi, paano man kuwain na nasa o nag-uubra pa sila liwat balay? Kung kuwaon mong balay nila, gisig-gisig.
Rushdie, on the other hand, was buying honey straight from the bucket. I mean the honeycomb. This was put into familiar bottles, and one wonders if the flavour of the honey was enhanced by the former contents of the bottle.
I think there's some trace of rum in the bottle. It's our little secret.
Okay.
And ever diligent, Robert gets the name of the winner for his article in the Negros Daily Bulletin. And this 18-year-old fisherman from Lakawan was the winner, which is only right because he's local. Then Robert asked the media people to pose for a photo. What a great day! It's a great day unless you fall off your machine and have to get back on again in front of a very large audience. What a thrilling day it turned out to be. The garden club were off on safari to the Villa Esperanza Elementary School. They had come for a tree planting expedition. To me, this was a very important day in the life of these children. If we do not teach them how to conserve this planet, what hope have we of survival? With logging and pollution rife, somehow teachers have to impress upon children to look around them and see the beauty that we have in our world.
But get the plastic kay agudtong ang iyang mga roots
President Glow was on hand to supervise. The illustrious Robert Harland, professional chef and registered tour guide, was on hand to muster the troops. Come on now, folks, get in line. Show a little British grit here. Robert gives his services as photographer to local newspapers and also writes a column for them, and serves the city as a director of the Metro Bacola Chamber of Commerce, a trustee of the Negros Forests and Ecological Foundation, a trustee of the Negros Museum, a board member of the Negros Occidental Garden Club, and a member of the Negros Press Club. He also serves as the British Embassy warden for Negros Occidental. Phew. Robert was the guest chef at the University of St. La Salle Institute of Culinary Arts under the direction of Chef Richard Inayam. And by the way, the word is culinary, not culinary, as culinary isn't English or American, only Philippine English. Chef, this is a one-year course?
Yes, it's a one-year program.
And how many students do you have?
We have currently about 40 students in the morning and 36 students in the afternoon.
Okay. Every day?
Every day, yes, from Monday to Wednesdays. Thursdays and Fridays are for short courses.
And how long is the short course?
It will go from 2 weeks to 1 month. These are for like cooking for dummies, pastry 101, and cooking for kids.
Some of the best chefs in the world are actually British. Can you name any of them? One British chef, well known? Sorry? Correct. It's not for cooking, it's for garnish. Okay? Thanks.
Robert was focusing on famous British dishes, one of which is bread and butter pudding, which is basically bread slices, candied peel and dried fruit arranged in layers, then soaked in milk flavoured with lemon, added to which are beaten eggs, muscovado sugar, brandy or sherry. You press all this down into the liquid, leave it while you walk the dog, come back and stick it in the oven, mark 4 for 55 minutes or until liquid is set and the top is golden brown. Oh, sorry, stupid of me. You never walk the dog, do you? It's always the helpers that walk the dog. But the most famous British dish is shepherd's pie, sometimes called cottage pie. This is made with ground beef, a little stock, onions, mashed potato, beer, seasoning and a little flour. You can sprinkle cheese on the top and finish under the grill. Important warning, don't leave anywhere near Mrs. Stewart as she will eat the lot. Ending the morning, we leave the chefs sampling their chicken liver pate and move on to the graduation ceremony. Okay.
Thank you.
Guests were taking their places and Brother Raymond was there to welcome them.
My batchmate.
Robert's guests were Ivy and Faye, his partner Stessie, and Monsignor Gigi Gaston.
Maria Francesca J. Solitaria.
Robert goes to many events just to get photos which he gives free to newspapers.
Joshua S. Valencia. Kamaljeet K. Bakla. Prabjot K. Shahal.
Prab's family is from India and she will go to her cousin's wedding before returning to look for a job.
Aisha A. Khan.
The course is not only for the girls.
And Adrian G. Irinea. The Chef's Achievement Award is extended to students with exemplary performance in theoretical and culinary skills, exhibits outstanding behavior, remarkable discipline, and notable professionalism. The Chef's Achievement Award with high honors goes to Mary Josephine L. Steele. And the Chef's Achievement Award with highest honors goes to Maria Andrea G. Tan.
Then came an awardee that La Salle had never had before.
And for the first time, perhaps a surprise even, is a first ever certificate of recognition awarded to a graduate of the Institute for Culinary Arts de La Salle. May I invite on stage Chef Robert C. Harland, pioneer graduate of ICA, for this special citation. And the citation reads, Institute for Culinary Arts de La Salle, University of St. Lazal, Bacolod City, presents the certificate of recognition to Chef Robert C. Harland, pioneer graduate of ICA, for winning the silver medal in the international category of the 2012 World Marmalade Championships in England, and thereby bringing honor to the Institute and the University. Given the 6th day of June 2012 at Santuario de La Salle, University of St. Lazal, Bacolod City. Signed, Chef Richard A. Inayan, Director, and Brother Raimundo B. Suplido, FSC, President and Chancellor. Congratulations! And
to others and more. During our stay in ICA, we were taught a lot of things. Chefs, parents,
classmate of the staff and I told me to prepare a graduation speech for an audience of 300. I told him, "Hindi ko yan, Chef?" He said, "It's a privilege." I said, "Mapa-fail ka na ako." But here I am, rewarded for months of dedication and passion. Before I end, I wish to thank Chef Joanne for your inspiring speech. My fellow graduates, I wish each one of us a wonderful journey through life's kitchen and dining rooms. May we always remain friends, and may we always be a help and a comfort to each other, even if we end up in competing businesses. We've come a long way, but we've only just begun. Thank you, Aika and Lasal. Congratulations to us all. Thank you.
Thank you, respect my peers.
And to satisfy those that I serve. As a Lasalian, I commit to conduct myself with integrity and propriety in all that I say and do, and be a worthy member of the society where I share the honor of being a professional chef. All this in the Lasalian spirit of faith and zeal, to do everything for God, and I congratulate.
To end, let's go back to last year, to the Negros Occidental Garden Club Christmas party when the star was a Mexican